last 2 weeks, I think they really turned back into what they want to be and got an identity, which is running the ball downhill, and got the big backs, always falling forward, very good football players, and play action off of it. I think quarterbacks, especially Jennings, has got more comfort in their offense.
Talk a little bit about Fournette. I mean, he came in so highly recruited, but he's still a freshman. You see him getting over that freshman.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's as advertised. He's a great player. We were talking about that earlier today. I said, I can't remember the last time LSU didn't have a great running back in the backfield. They always got one or two. They got three guys that are good players. And
Okay.
they'd like to have all three of them.
I know you've been coaching 5 or 10 years, but how does this defense compare to others you've been a part of?
I mean, I like the way that they've come together in a unity, and you put that together with some experience, and they got pride in what they do. We make very few mistakes, and just continue to get better each week, and hopefully we'll do that this week.
So
Have there been others here or other places that have generated just as much, I guess, attention and statistics as this one is?
Never
right
had
now?
one in the SEC like this at Arkansas or South Carolina. Southern Miss, we had some awfully good defenses, and a lot of guys go to the NFL, some top-ranked defenses. But got to say, this is my favorite. I really like coaching these guys.
So Arias talked about how big the improvement in depth has paid off for you guys this year. I guess obviously the talent's up, but how big of a factor has that been?
I think huge, for a lot of reasons. I mean, keeps us fresher, number one. Number two, competitiveness, in practice and during 2 days and last spring as well. And I think that made everybody better. And I was worried a little bit about, a couple positions about guys being selfish of this and that, and hadn't had any of that. And the ability to play as many defensive linemen as we've played this year has been huge. So the depth has been absolutely very important to the success so far.
Do you feel like that's also a contributing factor in as healthy as y'all stay? Because tired athletes usually get hurt.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I mean, that, and of course, Pat's done an unbelievable job down in the training room. But, when you don't have to play as many reps, and, I think our offense has kept it off the field a lot of times, too, in situations where, wouldn't. But we've had a lot of 3 and outs this year, getting off the field defensively. So all those things are definitely a factor.
How have you seen Robert grow this season?
Technician, I think Kiff's done a really good job with him, teaching how to play the game of football and play the techniques we want him to play in the game. And, occasionally he'll still spin out of some things, but he's pretty good at what he does, and he's so explosive and athletic. And, I've said this before several times, but he may not have the production, to look at as far as numbers, tackles, sacks, and those things, but what he does for us is so important, creating double teams and, being in the backfield all the time.
Is he okay with that, or does it frustrate him sometimes not to get those measurables, I guess?
I've never heard him say a thing. Kiff's never said anything that he said. I think he's just excited about this team and what we're doing.
He has to understand when he's taking 2 defenders out of the picture that helps everybody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he totally understands the scheme and what it is and what he's doing. He knows what his future is, and when we recruit him as an end, but with the possibility of moving inside, and he's going to have a great future playing one of those spots.
Did he take that move the way you anticipated he would?
Easier than what I thought it would, really. I mean, I thought it would be like, want to play in, but I think it was explained properly to him, and he knew it was what was best for our team, and to get our best players on the field, if you would. And so many of them are playing reps now. He plays more reps than anybody probably up front. Well, he does, for sure. But I think he's totally with the program.
Does he realize now that it's best for his career moving forward, too?
I think he could play, a lot of different spots. I think it helps him from that standpoint for his career down the road, because he can play inside or outside, and I think everybody that watches that down the road will see that.
When you see how many guys you guys are rotating in and out of games now, what are your thoughts compared to when you got here 3 years ago?
Again, I've said that before. It was, it was like starting over in some ways here, and There was a big separation between the first team guys, and there was only, maybe not even 11 that you felt like were quality SEC guys. And then, the recruiting and Coach Freeze's program, the way these guys will work to get these players in here, and we've been fortunate, and so now it's starting to pay off huge dividends for us.